People of the grid, early in the morning in Canmore. Road trip to Kelowna is on, and our first supercharger, I pulled up along the side so that I didn't have to take the bikes off. We left really early so that hopefully the superchargers aren't occupied. It's a nice drive. We are now in Golden, and look at that. They have a drive-in Tesla charging spot. Really nice. Actually, I think every Tesla supercharger that has whatever this is, 8 or more, they should have 2 or 3 of these drive-in spots. They're brilliant. Because for us, it would be super painful to have to remove those 6 bikes. Got a bike rack carrier. Look at that. 6 bikes. Because after I'm done working this week, we are going on a big bike ride in Kelowna. Myra Canyon. Right, babe?
Yes, I'm excited.
Tammy has to have breakfast.
To show the kids.
So we're going to have breakfast. Okay, so we made it to Revelstoke, and you know what's really cool is, check this out. The Model X with all the bikes fits at a standard charger. You got to see this. So nice. It actually falls right in between the 2 chargers.
Any damages there?
No, we got just a millimeter before the sign, so I thought I'd have to take the bikes off our weight, but this works good.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
I don't like that though.
So that other Tesla, that would have been what, a Model Y, I think?
Yeah.
That was right beside us. They had a 2-bike carrier on the back. He had an electric bike, a really nice one.
Yeah.
They had a 2-bike carrier, and they also fit.
And their carrier was wide because it held 2 bikes.
Yeah. So this is a game changer. This is huge. I was so worried that we'd have to unload 6 bikes and load 6 bikes back on, because all the bikes, they load really easy except for mine. My bike, because it's from like 1994. Is that when I got it? 1993?
You and I got together in 95.
95? But I had my bike before that, didn't I?
Yeah. But I wouldn't know when you got your bike because I wasn't there.
I think in 92. Anyways, so my bike doesn't fit on the rack because the forks aren't as wide as the newer bikes are, because they've got shock forks. But anyways, we wedge it on there. So not having to take the bikes on and off. Oh, this is fantastic.
That's good.
Love it when you win. Hashtag winning.
It's been a good drive.
Oh, and we didn't even have to get so close to the thing, because the charge cable has a little bit of give, so it probably, I could have been about 2 inches forward, about, you know, so 3
I was
inches.
going to tuck the bikes in between the signs.
No, we did really good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Busy charger. This is the only charger in Revelstoke, and there's only 4 spots.
Well, there's the J1772s. There's a couple of those.
Yeah, what would that do for us?
Well, it's 30 amp or maybe 50 amp. I don't know. It's not a supercharger, but
Yeah.
there's options.
Sure, we would have waited, not a big deal, but it's a small charger
True.
set.
We're gonna play some backgammon while we wait. Well, we made it safe and sound to Vernon, but look at the way Vernon is set up. They've got charger post right on, like forward from the chargers, which means we can't get in place. So Tammy kind of squeezed us in. Oh yeah, and then we
The
can't.
handles are touching, so I can't.
Yeah, here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go. It was very close. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh
So
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But not close enough.
Well, the nice thing about this one is they've got so many chargers here.
Forward and then just.
Yeah, you know what? Over there, because if I take that last one, I can go sideways and not block the other EV. Yeah, that's what you got to do, Tesla. You just got to make those cables maybe 1 foot longer. That would accommodate most of the X's with bikes. And then, I mean, I see what they're doing. They're putting those things there so that if people are backing up, they don't hit the charger. But even so, could be back a little. Oh well. Well, that worked out pretty well, guys. We stopped here and charged, and I had a couple of calls that I had to do, so took care of that while I was charging. And we're still not full. We're at like 98% or something, but we're gonna call it there. We're done. The day is done, and we can head on to our final destination. Now, I just want to let you know, like parking like this, look, I'm taking up my spot, and then I'm kind of taking up this spot here as well, like this other charger. If it was full, another Tesla could have squeezed in. I mean, look, if I stand over here, it'd be tight. See, another Tesla could certainly squeeze in as tight as they could to us. I would valet park the car for them and they could charge. If you're gonna do something like this, it's always good to stay with your car. That way you avoid all the online comments about, oh, they left their car and they parked like a dum-dum. Yeah, if you're with your car and somebody comes, I can move if it gets really crazy. We've had enough of a charge for a while, but this supercharger at this point in time is not busy. So, and I was with the vehicle. Okay, we're gonna go and check into the hotel, and then I got more work tomorrow. It's really smoky here. This is the source of all of that haze and smoke that's in the air. There's fires going on, a couple of them as far as I know here in BC, and here you can actually, when you breathe, you can you feel it in your lungs. Moving right along. Morning, people of the grid. It's the next day. We made it in, we got settled in nice, and it's just about lunchtime here, so I'm taking a bit of a break from work, and our day's going well. You know, had some bad news last night. Really, really bad news. Crappy news, actually. We parked the vehicle out in the parking lot in a well-lit area. I even backed it up against trees, so all the 6 bikes that we had on the back, I kind of nestled it against this tree so that it would be virtually impossible to remove them, hand against a little hill. And what happened in the middle of the night between 12 a.m. and 6:30 a.m., because I got up to go for a workout, is that somebody managed to steal 5 out of the 6 bikes. The only bike they didn't take was mine, which apparently was a little too old for them. There's a road paving guy, maybe it was the road paving guy that scared him off. He chased off a guy, tried to catch him, but the guy ran off with a bike in hand. So he or they got away with 5 of our bikes, all the kids' bikes, and Tammy's bike. It's a real bummer, because in a couple of days, the kids are going to be driving out, and on Saturday, we're supposed to go ride this amazing ride out here, the Myra Canyon Trestles ride. So we got 2 things to deal with. Number 1, and I've already done these things. So number 1 was reporting it to the police. Done that. Right now, I've got Tammy gathering pictures of all the bikes, serial numbers, which we have one for Melissa's bike, but I just don't do that. Our bikes are always put away and locked up, and I guess I should have, but I haven't been making note of serial numbers. Regardless, you don't see police pulling over bike riders and checking for the serial number of every bike they see. They're just too busy. They don't have the time to do that. So I guess if they find 20 in a garage, then it would make sense, but not holding out a lot of hope that we'll ever see those bikes again. They're gone. So yeah, number one, I mean, we took care of that, and then when we get home, we'll see if insurance will do anything, but I really doubt it because our deductible is set so high that it's a couple of $1,000s. You know, it's kind of the same value as the bike. So do you go through insurance and risk your insurance going up, or which we won't? So number two is we still want to do that bike ride, and the kids are coming out. So I booked 5 rental bikes. Like I said, mine is okay, and we've stored it in the hotel. I thought of bringing them up to the room, but I thought it's going to look so stupid bringing 6 bikes into our room, and I'll probably get, harassed by hotel staff. So I didn't want to do that, but I guess next time I will. So bad news, we lost all our bikes, 5 of them. Good news, we're still doing the ride. Life moves on. So that's the update for today. I got to go back to work so I can, I got to work extra hard because we got to replace those bikes. That's not going to happen right away either, but hey, it is what it is. Kelowna's looking nice though. It's not Kelowna's fault, it's just one or a couple of clowns that decided to ruin our day's fault. But yeah, we're gonna move on. People of the grid, it's is it today? Thursday, and today's meetings are taking me into Kamloops. So left Kelowna early this morning. I'm pretty much more than halfway there to Kamloops. I'll be there for the day. Got some sessions over there, and then heading back to Kelowna for wrap-up meetings and my time tomorrow. This drive from Kelowna to Kamloops is unbelievably beautiful. There's lakes all around, and it's so calm now. They just look like glass. It's amazing. And the roads aren't that busy either, which is kind of nice. The only bummer about this trip, as I mentioned yesterday, the bikes are gone. I've just got my bike that wasn't stolen, or they didn't get a chance to run off with it. So we're all set up. Kids are still coming out. We've got Plan B is in effect. So we've rented some bikes for them. I'll be riding my bike, and we're going to do the awesome ride in Myra Canyon. Really looking forward to that. And then, yeah, like I said yesterday, as far as I got to replace the bikes for everybody, so that's going to take a while, but we'll get it done. It's about all we can do. Not going to let it get me down. Not going to dwell on it. Not going to wish death upon anyone, even though I did for a short amount of time. But I'm just going to move on and think about the good things that we still do have in our lives. It's probably for the best. And I'm going to enjoy this drive this morning. Hey there, people of the grid. It's Friday night. It's just been a busy week. I got out here in meetings and work, and now it's finally time to relax. We're actually navigating the kids here. They're doing the driving, the car's navigating, but we're just following them along. They're almost halfway here, so they'll probably get here around 11 p.m.-ish, midnight. And we'll get them in their room. We're going to grab a good night's sleep. Tomorrow we're going to grab a nice breakfast. And then at 1:30, probably get there early, but at 1:30, that's when we have to be on the hill. And we're picking up the bike rentals. I'm bringing my bike, the one that wasn't stolen. And we're going to do the epic ride of Myra Canyon. So I'm pretty excited. Miss my kids. It's only been 4 days, but being away is tough. Anyways, it's going to be nice because we're all going to be together here and we're going to have a good time. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. We haven't heard anything back on the stolen bikes. No calls from the police, nothing. So you know how this is going to go. We're not ever going to see them again. But whatever, we're moving on with our lives. We're going to have a great day tomorrow, and we're going to show you some amazing sights. So we're going into the weekend. Fasten your seatbelts. Myra out.